Uther Lightbringer.
Class is in session.
I don't know if I should be keeping Fire Tree Witch Doctor. But, like, if I'm mulliganing a 2-drop, seems kinda shitty. And against Holy Wrath Paladin, I do like getting a thing in play to try to beat him up. Frizz was a good card to find. Oh, okay. I like where this game's going. Embiggen plus Frizz. But in general, I think my Holy Wrath Paladin matchup is probably pretty bad. I don't play any spells. My only reach is Leroy. So he doesn't really have to worry that much about his health total. Wow, that's super fucking annoying, holy shit. Oh my god, that's so annoying! Am I hero powering his face here? If I hero power his face, then I have to hero power him again next turn. And then I have to not frizz him? Fuck that, you can have your 3/6, dude.
So many contradictions.
Well, my hand is never going to be empty of minions. So, Wrath. 1 mana deal 2. Probably 1 mana deal 2.
The time run low.
Alright, enjoy your 3/6, you lucky fuck. What is this card art? This card is hideous. It's the ugliest card I've ever seen. Well, let's draw a card. Scale Rider. Scale Rider Crystal Power might help take out that 3/6. Even with his 1 mana, or his turn 1 3/6 taunt, I think I'm probably still happier to play against this than Holy Wrath Paladin. Holy Wrath Paladin is a real bummer, and this deck looks like a pile of garbage. I mean, with a draw like this, a pile of garbage sometimes does get there. But, still a pile of garbage. Wow, 3 mana 7/6. Scale Ridering this Cult Master seems good. I can also go Feywing Crystal Power, but I don't really see much of a reason to do that. 5/5 lines up pretty good here anyway. No reason to get rid of the more flexible cards. This might just be a Faceless Corruptor turn. I get to turn a 5/2 into a 7/6 rush. Seems pretty nice. I could Hero Power Scale Rider this 2/2. That seems a lot worse than what I just talked about. I can... I guess I can play like a Fairy Drag... No, whatever. We're playing the Faceless Corruptor. It's just so much better than everything else here. So, unfortunately, his Amalgam can trade and keep tossing off that Dragon Rider buff. But, still think I'm doing okay here. Looks like he does have another dragon in his hand for the buff. But I'm sure that deck plays a million dragons. Ziliax into that seems decent. Could also go Scale Rider plus Crystal Power and then drop a Fairy Dragon as well. That does seem pretty good. Let's do that. That seems like a lot of freaking stats in play. If I had to guess, I would say his deck is probably very minion heavy, and likely doesn't play Equality or Shrink Ray or anything. That Bluegill is actually quite good. Lets him kill my 7/4. Or my Fairy Dragon if you would prefer. He must only have 1 dragon in hand, because he's being very reluctant to play that Dragon Rider buff. Hero Power is good here, but so is Scale Worm plus Feywing. By Hero Power, like if I just go Hero Power Scale Worm, I can hit him for 10. But I think I'm just winning on board at this point. Like I've got Embiggen cards, and he has a Dragon Rider Talritha buff. My deck just outscales his, I think. So, I mean, I could even just like big ol' Whelp Hero Power here. And then, what, this goes in here, this goes in here. Not sure about the trades I made this turn. My 7-4 is kind of weak to his 4-4. But I don't really think I mind that trade all that much. Deck plays 2 Cult Masters. Is Cult Master actually like good in that deck? You don't really have any tokeny stuff, do you? I mean, your Hero Power, but I guess the Skyfin is a tokeny thing, right? He's getting a draw off of his 4-4 token that he summoned. Another Embiggen. I've definitely got enough mana that this card is pretty playable here. I actually probably should have thought about playing Big Ol' Whelp first, that way I could hit a playable 2-drop maybe. Might have been a mistake. But maybe I'm just playing this Ziliax so my 7-power minion can go face. I don't really need the card draw off this Big Ol' Whelp, since everything in my deck is huge at this point anyway. So all my dragons are back to their base cost, right? I've played double Embiggen plus Frizz. So, I don't know, actually I could play like Big Ol' Whelp plus Evasive Feywing next turn potentially if I draw that. The Skyfin was much less good than the first one. His first Skyfin was like a super high roll. So this guy played a 3-6 taunt on turn 1. He played Dragon Rider Talritha on 3, Cult Master on 4, and just got blown out because my deck was bigger than his. If it's pizza, it's gotta be aggro rogue, right?
Class is in session.
No way there's a Galakrond in this deck. Hit my ramp card. So Breath of Dreams into Evasive Feywing seems like the curve. I would prefer to hit an Embiggen sometime soon. Got 2 of them in the deck. If one of them could be on top, that'd be great. Don't care enough about a 1-2 to try contesting it with Fairy Dragon. Oh shit, I hit the Embiggen. Slightly wrong order deck. I kind of wanted this to be a 7-7, but you know, whatever. I'll accept it. It's a good opener for the rogue. It's a good minion to have buffed. So I have Big Ol' Whelp on 5, 2 evasives on 6, and then another evasive thing on 7. But hopefully I can hit like a Frizz or Dragon Maw Scorcher or something to land on turn 6. Actually, I guess Frizz could even come down next turn. I don't mind playing the Big Ol' Whelp though. This card has the best art. This might be the best art in Hearthstone. He's chillin' and he's licking his own eyeball. Like, what the hell? That's sick. This guy has nice art too. This thing's too cute to be a 4-drop. Looks like it should be like a 2-drop, but I guess you can't make it a 2-drop because of Fairy Dragon. Did he just attack his Pharaoh Cat into my guy? Interesting. Setting up for the kill. That's too much mana. Do I make this attack? If I do this, then he's gonna just trade this in. He could trade this in, but that's bad for him. I feel like not attacking just gives him more options on how to kill my guy. I mean, I take like 1 damage for this attack, but whatever. I don't mind taking 1 damage, I don't think. I mean, he took 5 for it, so I can take 1, right? You think he daggers my evasive Feywing again? Just takes 10 damage from my 4-drop? I think it's probably gonna be a lackey trade.
So many options.
On wings of evil.
Draconic Lackey. Man, Draconic Lackey is always such a bummer for me when I generate it. Just seems so much shittier than all the other lackeys. Especially in Rogue, which just like infinitely generates resources. You just like never have time to play the dragon. I mean, sometimes it's relevant, but usually not.
Wait for me! Wait for me!
Meet you soon.
Scale Worm? I don't particularly need to rush into anything here. I think I do want to hero power this thing. What 4-drop do I play? If I play this, it can die on board. If I play this, I have 5/5s, which he at least has to dagger. I don't really know how relevant that is. Probably not super relevant. But I don't really want to waste this battle cry. I mean, I guess I can just go like Scale Rider plus Fairy Dragon and still get this 5 to face. Maybe that's the way to go. The Fairy Dragon will just die to these things, but these things are already threatening a 5/5 anyway, so I think I like it. Slightly optimal order, play the Fairy Dragon second so he doesn't know if I have another dragon in hand. But, probably doesn't really matter at all.
So many options.
How about a new eye? How about a
Not surprised to see that guy. The full clear. And then I can retaliate with a fat hero power to take down his 5/1. I gotta say though, this evasive worm looks pretty nice. But so does hero power, plus a 7/5 that kills this. I've only played 1 Embiggen, right? So my Leroy actually does 8 damage. If I top deck Leroy, I could have lethal here. But, I have to imagine this thing is dying to a rogue with 7 cards. Necrium Blade, sure. Or Scale Worm, lost his stats. Don't really want to run Siamat into this. I mean, I guess I could just go like Divine Shield Wind Fury and then answer it or die. He has a lot of randomly generated crap in his hand. He has 2 pirates.
How
I think he still has his Pharaoh Cat card. And then maybe like a Lackey or something. So there's actually a pretty decent chance that he can't answer the Siamat if I just play it here. I have rush minions to deal with like taunts, but taunts out of rogue, it's probably not relevant. I guess the question is, if I'm not playing Siamat here, what am I doing? I can just play like Scale Worm plus Evasive Feywing, that's like pretty okay. Playing this Divine Shield thing into this thing is not great, but it is 1 extra health on my guy.
So many contradictions.
Let's just try to win the game. Deal with it. 1 sap down. I don't really know exactly what he's playing, but I don't know, Lackey You can get like Ethereal Lackey into Sap or something. Oh shit, he's halfway there. Assassinate, walk the plank. Is there anything else? Those 3 spells deal with it. Not sure if anything else would. Seal Fate. Needs 2 more damage. So Kobold Lackey. Oh. That's sad.
Too soon.
Had to break his Necrium Blade. Ooh, Breath of Dreams. I don't really need the ramp, so this is actually just card draw, which is less exciting than I thought it was at first. I kind of like the idea of hero powering and hitting him for 3, because then another hero power hit for 3, and then 1 more hero power is lethal. But I don't know how easy it is to work a hero power into my turn. Maybe it's not that hard, I just go like Feywing, Flyfish, hit. He's got this poison weapon, but he can't actually use it on my minions without dying. I could play Scale Worm instead of Feywing, seems bad. I could play Flyfish plus Faceless Corruptor, doesn't really seem that good. And even if I play this Flyfish here, I can just, I can go like Scale Worm trade and then Faceless Corruptor at next turn, that's pretty good. I'm just gonna hit him for 3. My deck has no burst other than the 1-of copy of Leroy Jenkins, so I think just pushing this damage with the weapon while I can is actually pretty good. I don't have much of a way to put him on a clock, and this is a way I can put him on a clock. Total dominance. I feel like I just played this guy recently. He was playing broken cards in his Shaman deck, so that should be useful information to me. I did hit Breath of Dreams, which is one of the only 2 good cards in my deck, so that's exciting. I actually don't even have a dragon for this Breath of Dreams. But the, well, I guess the Flyfish actually kind of sucks if I don't hit a dragon. So we're hoping to hit a dragon. Preferably in Evasive Feywing, because it's my best turn 4. But I'll settle for playing a Scale Worm next turn. Or just maybe double Flyfish. Then this big ol' whelp is real big. Yeah, let's kill that. Ooh, and the Embiggen. Even got this big ol' whelp to start drawing Embiggened minions. We're doing it. Farsight is such a scary card. That's a nice minion for next turn. This deck is looking pretty normal so far. So I think this is like the first real decision I've had. The best standalone play I have here is just play the Feywing, but it's a little bit off curve. I don't really think that matters though. It's still just my biggest, most difficult to answer minion. And that's what we're trying to do against Shaman, is just play stuff they can't answer. Looks like he can't answer either of my guys with his play. But he is getting dangerously close to a fully invoked Galakrond. That's a pretty sick draw though. Make 2 5/5s. Then just hit him for 12. Actually, I guess maybe Dragon Maw Scorcher is just better than Oasis Surger.
How curious.
Still can't kill either of these. I put a 5/8 in play instead of basically 2 5/3s. The Dragon Maul Scorcher is also just a lot less flexible. Oasis Surger just like gets through taunts and stuff. It's not especially good against... Well, I guess it is pretty good against Dragon's Pack here because my opponent just dies. Like, I have to make some pretty inefficient trades into it, but he still just dies. Oh shit, the freeze too? Oh, Mogu. Alright, so I don't have lethal here, I don't believe. Oh, this isn't even active. But let's see, I can make 5/5s. It's probably better to make a 5/7 or a 7/7, honestly, against this board state. Run over 1. This guy plus hero power, hit him for 5, he's down to 3.
Curious.
And against his 3 health, I have 3 minions in play. That seems pretty good. Ziliak's hero power is kind of a play, but not really. Alright, don't have Galakrond this turn, please. Although I guess even if he has it, it still only makes 4/4s. He just makes 4/4s. He goes up to 9. It's not like I'm threatening to kill him. But I'm not that far off of killing him either. Just like 5 plus hero power and then hero power skill rider on some other turn. Yeah, I think you're probably going into the 5/4 instead of the 5/3. Is this a mech? Unlucky. Oh. I don't know how to do math, apparently. I thought I was 1 off this turn. Cool. So we just out-pressured him. Let's go broken spells.